I was here today to talk primarily about social media, to talk about how brands specifically can work within social media. And there are a variety of ways of doing it, and there's some key principles that hopefully the audience can take away today with a little bit more knowledge in how they can embark on a social media journey. So one of the main challenges for brands is how they can engage in social media. One of the key things is bloggers. Bloggers have a huge power and influence online. And a lot of brands are asking us the question now, how can we engage with bloggers? How can we work with bloggers? And the trick, from my point of view and from our opinion, is to write down clear terms and rules of engagement with that particular blogging community. You know, it's very important that you have a strategy from the offset that doesn't treat bloggers like traditional journalism, traditional press. You treat them as individuals that talk non-commercially about things they're passionate about. That's key for companies to engage in that space. So for me, that's massively important, and we're working with brands such as LG, Nike on an ongoing basis, working cleverly and more intelligently with blogging and the blogosphere. Obviously everyone's been affected by this at the moment, and obviously we'll see budgets shortened and the ability to experiment online, especially with social media, is going to be reduced. So it's best how companies can manage their budgets and to maximise what they get from their return. So for me, traditional banner advertising, traditional media placements, that industry is going to die. So for anybody that needs advice out there, take your money out of the advertising spend, put it more into social media, because you'll yield a better response and you'll engage with your community a lot tighter than you have done previously with media placements or banner placements. Yeah, obviously for me and for our company, this is an opportunity to share our thoughts with a wide audience within a specific industry. So for me, it's sharing principles, it's sharing rules, it's sharing code of conduct. And if people can come away today with any of those in mind, then that's great, we've done our job, because there are clear rules of engagement. And if companies do it wrong, then it kind of ruins it for everyone else. So that's why we're here today. But with the emergence of Facebook has now officially overtaken porn as the most popular website or search term on the internet. So that is a huge shift in the way we engage with the internet, and it's proof in the pudding that, you know, social network sites are growing, and people are changing the way they interact with each other. So that's, for me, is the key takeaway point today, is that you've got to engage with that and take that on board, because people are changing the way they communicate. So brands or publishers that don't change the way they communicate are going to suffer long term. So you need to adapt to the changing times.